Hey, what's up guys? I'm Joseph Bivens. Welcome to Supercars of Indianapolis, and today we're at Toy Barn Cars. They've got some absolutely amazing cars around here, so let's go ahead and check them out. Alright guys, it's an absolute copyright infringement nightmare in Pierce, but check out this absolutely gorgeous McLaren 720S. Finished here in the McLaren orange with the stealth exhaust. It's absolutely amazing. There's loads of carbon fiber on this car. And we're going to get into the McLaren 720S. I need doors like this in my life, guys. I need doors like this in my life. Wow, guys, just look at the interior on this thing. All the Alcantara on the seats. 720S logo up in the dash cluster. But as you know, this goes down. Yes! By far and away, the coolest feature of the entire car is this. And you get the center screen there. Wow. What an amazing car. I love the orange seat belts. Alright guys, just look at this beautiful Lamborghini Aventador, finished in what I believe is Verde Ithaca. Would you just look at these doors. The McLaren is cool. The McLaren is cool, but it just isn't a Lamborghini. The McLaren is certainly easier to get into than the Lambo. But once you're in the Lambo, you're in a Lambo. I mean, wow. There's just nothing like it. I mean, yeah, you can't see out the back as well as the McLaren. You can't see out the front as well as the McLaren. You can't see out the sides as well as the McLaren. But it's a Lamborghini Aventador. Now, the car does get significantly better visibility when you go for the Roadster. Wow. I love the fact that the Lamborghini badge in this one is black chrome rather than the silver chrome. I think it's really cool. And of course the toggle that up to start the engine. What a car. Wow. Now I want to come around to the back of the Lamborghini Aventador S with the gloss black wheels, the V12. What a beautiful car. Alright guys, just look at this Ferrari FF. Finished here in the gray. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the FF's styling. I sort of think it looks like a giant shoe. But I do love the idea behind the FF. Because it provides a man who has, or woman, who has 4 people that they need to carry around, including themselves, could buy this car, and they would be all set. You could put 2 kids in the back, the adults in the front, and go on a long-distance road trip, and have no problems with comfort whatsoever, because these seats are incredibly comfortable. This is one of the this car is very unique because it has 2 transmissions. As you can see, you've got the Mattino right there. Sport's probably the mode that most people would drive this around in, I think. But that turns everything off. No traction control anymore when you do that. And that should allow you to have a little bit of fun in this car. I love the panoramic glass on top. I love that. It's one of my favorite features of the FF. Okay, so we're going to try and get to the back of the FF. That leans it forward, and it slides forward electronically. And I'm into the FF's back seat. Closing the door. And yep, I'm backing myself in to this car, and once you put your knees off to the side like this, it's very comfortable back here. I could do this for a road trip. No problem. It's very, very nice in here. Just look at all the leather. Although they're maybe not for a really long extended trip, but you know, for maybe a couple hours or so, maybe the drive from North Manchester to Columbus that I did this morning to get here, this would be fine to sit in the back. It'd be great to sit in the front, but the back I'd be fine with that. I most certainly would be fine with that. Okay, we're going to get out. It appears somebody may want to buy the FF. But this will give us a chance to see how easy it is to get out of the back of the FF. Alright guys, just look at this Ferrari 458 Italia, finished here in the gloss black. This is the Spider version, which means you can take the top down. You get the gloss black wheels with red calipers. You got the light gray finish exhaust tips. I know McLaren calls it stealth. I'm not sure what Ferrari calls it. Now we're going to hop into the Ferrari 458. I'm going to say this is the most driver-centered car I've been in out of the group, because its visibility is by far the best of the 4 cars that I've sat in so far today, but outside of my Civic. My Civic's got very, very, very good visibility, but that's because it's rather very mediocre. Yeah. But yes, this car is incredible. The driving position is on point. The paddles are exactly where you need them at any time. This car is a masterpiece. Alright guys, just look at this Lamborghini Aventador S Roadster. It's finished in this very unique color. Just look at that V12 back in here. This thing's pretty heavy on the exterior carbon fiber options. Well, check out the interior of the Aventador S Roadster. If I can ever get myself into it. What a car. I can tell you, once you're inside this car, it feels incredibly special. Now, I said back in the coupe that visibility was better in this. From the sides and the front, it is. Out the back, it's way worse. And that's a tough thing to say. The coupe is a tough thing to top in terms of in terms of being terrible in the rear visibility department. That red leather in here, such a cool touch. Oh, I really want to own an Aventador someday, guys. I really want one of these cars. I really want one. I really, really, really want one. Alright guys, just look at this Sicilian yellow McLaren 570S Spider. So it's got the carbon rear deck hood, but it's got the palladium back bumper area. Not entirely sure why they decided to spec this area in carbon, but not the back area, but you know, it's still a very, very nice spec. I love those doors. And we are once again in a McLaren 570S. As you can see, this one does not have the carbon components pack like the last one that we sat in, but it does have the Bowers and Wilkins audio the last one we sat in didn't have. And this one is the comfort seats rather than the racing seats. But wow, what a spec. It's so, so nice in here. Very comfortable. I could do a few hours in this for sure. On the highway. I absolutely love the interior on the McLaren 570S. Alright guys, just look at this Porsche Cayman GT4. Finished here in white with the silver wheels, red calipers. Now we're going to get into the Porsche Cayman GT4. Wow, this interior is really nice, guys. Great visibility all around. Manual transmission. The clutch is quite heavy. But other than that, it's very, very nice. Alright guys, look at this absolutely gorgeous Ferrari 812 Superfast. Having one of the most interesting names to ever be given to a Ferrari. It is stunning. Now let's check out the interior of the Ferrari 812 Superfast. So cool. The inside of the 812 Superfast is so beautiful. Everything is in carbon fiber on this one. This is a very heavily optioned car. So amazing. You got the Manatino, the shape's been changed on the Manatino. That's been updated, it looks more modern. Everything is still on the wheel like in the 458 and the F12. And then you still got the central bridge down here. Wow, guys, I love all the leather in this car. But wow, I am absolutely amazed with the Ferrari 812 Superfast. Alright guys, just look at this Ferrari California. Finished in the red with the brown interior. Such an amazing spec on this car. Would you just look at that? Now we're going to get into the Ferrari California. I've never seen a Ferrari California in white before. It actually suits the car quite well. I think if you blacked out the chrome around the grille area and some of the other chrome bits of the car, it would look really, really cool, and got black wheels. It needs black wheels desperately. But the interior diamond stitching, just look at that. Already I like the diamond stitch better than the stitching that's in that car. This is such a beautiful interior. Whoever spec'd it really, really well. Of course, guys, just look at this absolutely beautiful blue AMG GT. Love the color on this car. As you guys know, I got to ride in one of these almost a year ago now. It's really flown by the past year with all the absolutely amazing stuff that's been going on. And wow, this is a big GT car. The seats are relatively comfortable. The only thing I don't like is there's this big bulge in the back. But other than that, it's extremely comfortable. And you can see that it is an automatic, so you get the paddle shifters. Overall, really cool car. Alright guys, look at this absolutely amazing wide body BMW M4 with the white wheels, this awesome America themed wrap. It's got all this really cool weathering on it. Just look at that ducktail style spoiler. Wow, this thing is super cool. Then over here is the Nissan GT-R. Someday, guys, I'm gonna own one of these cars. And no, I am not your typical GT-R, fanboy that argues the GT-R over everything when they've never even been in one, or probably never even seen one. They just argue it against everything. To me, I find it to be a beautiful car. A lot of people don't, and I've been in two of them. One of them had 650 horsepower, and he used every little bit of it. And one of them had 1,200 horsepower, and they used about 800 of it. And this is the Bentley Continental GT. Really neat car. There are a few examples of this floating around for around $30,000. There's the Aston Martin Vantage S. Finished here in this blue, this silver-like blue. It's hard to describe this color. I can already tell the camera's not picking it up. This is quite cool indeed. Alright guys, I come to their sub $30,000 showroom because I want to discuss this, the Porsche 911-996. This is the generation of Porsche 911 that you all love to hate. And outside of it not being the first 911 not be air-cooled, I don't see why you hate on it so much. Its headlights aren't as bad as people say they are, especially in person. It looks pretty good. The interior isn't that bad. The interior really isn't that bad, which seems to be another very common gripe. I mean, yeah, there's some plastics and such, but there are some Corvette grade plastics in here. But I like Corvettes, so I don't really care about that. I mean, some Porsche enthusiasts probably do care. But other than that, I like it. Outside of the seats being flat, and you'd fall out of them if you tried to go around a corner, but you could probably fix that with the bolster mod. It's actually a really nice car, and I think it's a good value. Toy Barn Cars is an absolutely fantastic dealership. It's probably one of the best dealerships that I've ever been to. Everybody was so friendly. As you can see, they let me sit in a lot of the cars, and the hospitality here is amazing. if you are in the Columbus, Ohio area, be sure to come and check these guys out. They've got some incredible cars, and some of which are even below $30,000, such as this GT500. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to browse the channel and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Go hard, accelerate.